Hi friends, I'm so glad you can make it with me today. We're going to be making lasagna. My name is Stacy. If this is the first time you're coming to watch one of my videos, I'm so glad you're here with me. I will leave a full detailed ingredient list, instructions, and how I bake my lasagna down in the description for you. You can always save that and print it off. I always suggest kind of mixing things up and making your own recipe. I think that's super fun. That's kind of what I do. I don't follow a recipe at all, but I am just super glad you're here with me today. I'm gonna go ahead and brown the meat. For my lasagna, we prefer the sweet Italian sausage, and that is pork. I have made it with ground turkey or ground beef, and both of those worked out great for people that do not eat pork. Just make sure when you do the other meat to season it really, really well. You want your whole lasagna to have all that great flavor, and the sausage already has all that seasoning in it, so you'll want to add that to beef or ground turkey or even ground chicken. That's just a helpful hint. So while the meat is cooking, go ahead and get your water ready. I go ahead and salt the water and put a little oil in there so the noodles don't stick together. So what I'm going to be working on next is the ricotta cheese mixture. I do believe it's 15 ounces of ricotta, 1 egg, I think about a cup and a half of shredded mozzarella, and then I didn't even really pay attention to how much Parmesan I put in, but I would guess I like it pretty cheesy, and so does my family, probably a 1/4 cup of the Parmesan. And then you just add in, you can put onion powder, garlic powder, I added Italian seasoning, basil, and salt and pepper. Like I said, I just throw it all together, and I guess it's just how it feels. When you know, I guess. So I will try to write down those instructions for you if you are, by the book kind of cook, and there's nothing wrong with that. This is just how I do it. So how is the weather for everybody today? It is Monday, October 17th when I'm recording this, and our weather report said maybe some snow tonight. Oh my gosh. I'm not ready for snow. Who's ready for snow? We live in Ohio, so I know a lot of states around us are pretty cold and kind of prepping for frosts and snow. So it's happening. If you want to comment below where you're from, you don't even have to say what city or town. You can just tell me what state or country, and let me know how your weather is. Is it snowing? Is it sunny and gorgeous and beautiful? Oh gosh, I love this time of year. Fall in Ohio and the neighboring states is so beautiful. The leaves are just gorgeous. So this is completely up to you and your family. I love garlic, and you can use, cloves and, chop them up and get them all diced and wonderful. I just buy the big containers of minced garlic. It just makes it a little easier. I put 2 teaspoons in there, but you do what you like and what your family likes. I also put probably about a half a cup of onions in there, and that really depends on what kind of sauce you put in there too. And people can put in, peppers, like I said, onions, extra garlic. The sauce I put in is a homemade sauce, and I didn't really let it cook down when I made it, so it is a little runny. But I do kind of like that with lasagna, because the lasagna noodles will kind of soak up that sauce while it's in the oven. And I think it just gives it, I don't know, just a great consistency and flavor. Cook your noodles. The instructions, I think 8 to 10 minutes. Usually the box will tell ya, not a big deal. Now I start out putting some sauce at the bottom of the pan. I have seen other recipes do that, and then other ones I've read say to use cooking spray and spray the inside and the sides of the pan. I haven't really had any issues with my lasagna sticking when I just put some sauce down at the bottom before I put the first layer of noodles down. But it's honestly, like I said, I don't follow a recipe, just do what feels right. So every layer, you just put sauce and the meat mixture. Some people keep the sauce and the meat mixture separate. I just throw it all together. It's really your preference. And just layer those all together. I'm going to put some cheese down after I get the sauce in there. And I think I did 3 layers of noodles, and then noodles on top of that. And then I go ahead and I did put a layer of Parmesan and mozzarella on top after it was all put together. You want to make sure that you cover it with foil too. To go in the oven. Now I put it in the fridge for a little bit. I wasn't quite ready to bake it, but I think I hear the oven beeping, so I'm gonna head in there and show you what the lasagna looks like here in a little bit. Oh my goodness. So I went in the kitchen to check on the lasagna. I had it in the oven, and I let the dogs out earlier and was letting them back in, and it's sleeting. And I tried to take a video of it, but I don't think it showed up in the video. Oh my gosh. I can't believe it's doing that. Anyway, so it's cold. In Ohio. So I went ahead and grated the rest of my mozzarella on top. I think it was about oh golly, probably about 3/4 of a cup. I know I did finish the rest of it. So a full block of mozzarella for the whole thing. And then just some Parmesan on top. Went ahead and covered it with foil and stored it in the fridge for a couple hours. And honestly, just waiting for it to be done in the oven. And then we'll have a delicious lasagna. Oh my gosh, so good. You're going to want to preheat your oven to 375. And it does say that if you already pre-cooked your noodles, which we did, and then we covered the dish with foil, which we did, you should only have to have it in the oven 30 to 40 minutes. Now I did it for 40. Oh, there's Peanut. Uh-oh. He's like, what do you got? And then Buford, they're like, what do you got, Mom? And then I ran into Buford on accident. Whoops. I was trying to look at my camera and come over and get the lasagna out of the refrigerator. But anyway, as long as the noodles are pre-cooked and you have foil covering the lasagna, 375, 30 to 40 minutes. I did set it to 40 minutes and I just checked it and I put it back in for about 10. So that just kind of depends on you and your oven. I think our oven runs cold. So sometimes I do have to keep things in a little longer. I wish you could smell the kitchen right now. It smells so good. The lasagna did need an extra 10 minutes. It's just so bubbly and hot. I would wait 15 to 20 minutes before you cut into it and enjoy because it is so warm. But I just want to say thank you so much for joining me today. It is truly a blessing and I hope you all have a wonderful day. See you in the next video.